Hi, this is the English podcast by Isabel, Mariana, and Valentina, and today we're gonna talk about three women national icons that you probably didn't know about. Okay, so let's start.
Our first leader woman is Maria Cano. She was born in Medellin, Colombia in 1887. She came from a cultural and humanistic family of educators, journalists, artists, musicians, and poets of radical firmness. On May 1st, in 1925, she was proclaimed by artists, contractors, and master builders as La Flor del Trabajo, or the Flower of Work. As such, with an advisory board, she analyzed the working conditions of factories and threshing machines and inconvenience sent by business people about working problems in the topic of security or workless people. She created La Unión del Obrerismo or the Union of Workers through conferences and helped many artists in their lack of work and their health problems.
Our next female national icon that you probably haven't heard about is the admirable Manuela Beltrán. She was born on March 13, 1724, in Socorro, New Granada. Her parents were descendants from Spaniards, and they raised her in a modest family with slightly less traditional values. And that is pretty relevant in her story because she turned out as a revolutionary woman that was very strongly critical of governments and the detriment a lot of them represented for the people. She was the defender of the people. The highlight of her revolutionary story started when she headed and led the movement against the mercantile taxes in 1781. Having the support of more than 2,000 people, this movement unleashed the insurrection of the Comuneros del Socorro against the Spanish government of Carlos III. In March of the same year, she started the edict of the city council that decreed the new rates. This led to the rise of the community movement of New Granada, in Spanish, La Rebelión de los Comuneros. This insurrection, which reached about 20,000 people, spread to the northeast of the viceroyalty, passing to the center and west of it. We come to the end of her life path when she passed away on this day. It is assumed that she was shot after being a refugee, but there is no registration data. Her legacy will always stay in the history of Colombia as the woman who had the courage to fight for her people.
And our last important woman is Maria Antonia Santos Plata. She was born in Pinchote Viceroyalty of New Granada in 1782, until she died in 1819. She was Neurodin peasant, a rebel leader and heroine. She galvanized, organized, and led the rebel guerrillas in the province of El Socorro against the invading Spanish troops during the reconquest of New Granada. She was captured, tried, and found guilty of lèse-majesté and accused of high treason. She was sentenced and executed by firing squad. She is regarded to be foremost example of the woman participate in this conflict. A brigade in the Colombian army was named after her in her honor.
We have come to the end of the podcast. We hope you really liked it and learned something new from these iconic women.